Recording has been started.
Let's go. It's Mario Day.
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
fuck, it's Mario Day.
All right. All right, let's do this shit.
I much prefer Luigi Day.
No. But, however, we left off on Lance trying to figure out at least the meaning behind this door and how to open it, where it has a symbol that he remembers on the front of it from Zemnis' book, deeming it his room, or at least somewhat attached to his being. He called it out to the others. They had a brief discussion about it before Helia wandered back off, presumably to head towards the end of the hallway. And Aster is currently fussing with one of the lights on the wall, trying to figure out how it's working. Iris.
Me.
You went off ahead of them for a time being to make sure that if anybody stopped them, it would only be to make sure.
Hey, you think you're really making noise back there?
I'm sorry. I'm trying not to.
Do you think you can mute for the time being? Thanks. Carry on.
You were carrying ahead to make sure basically that all the proper permissions were in order, that the key card you gave them for access to the hangar gave the right access at the right time, that it would register all of the people that walked in at least once, that sort of thing. You were giving permission. And you had something to do that led you not to be with the group the first time they walked in, and it only took you about 10-15 minutes to realize maybe I should go with them. And you turned on your heel and headed back. And being as you're one of the people that helped discover the ship.
Right.
Especially to clean it up in the latter portions of the discovery. You were allowed in without the key card. If anything, you walked up to it and they didn't even have to scan you.
That's the artificer powers.
Yeah, and you head into the cargo bay. You see that it's somewhat lit up already.
Intriguing.
And you do hear distant chatter. It is a big hallway, and it is very empty currently.
Alright. Is this part of the fog of war shit gonna go away?
Once you walk into it, yeah, they've learned.
Alright. Boop.
Let me just...
Halfway in. Basically, Iris is making sure everything lights up properly. Clearing out any shadowy corners. And then she'll head up and approach the guys. So you can assume she's been maneuvering around.
Mm-hmm. So you're just kind of walking around, making sure the entire place lights up?
Yeah, pretty much. The back half.
All I can imagine is Iris walking in a zigzag pattern up the hallway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Iris,
me.
As you do like this maneuver around the hallway, making sure that everything lights up, you notice what the others did. As you pass by these sconces on the wall, they look wooden. They look as if they're being lit with proper fire. However, the lights are blue, and whatever fire is attached to them seems makeshift, almost illusionary.
Intriguing. So, Iris being the fool that she is, she's gonna go over to this sconce and stick her gloved finger in.
It doesn't hurt.
Does it react in any way visually?
Nope. The fire itself does not react visually.
So it just sort of, like... So, just to be clear, is it a hologram of sorts?
What's your passive insight?
19. Same as my passive perception. Wait, insight is like the other thing? Right, insight... Insight is 10 plus the bonus, right?
Yes.
16, my bad.
So you can tell pretty clearly that it's mostly to give it a more medieval feel, as if to make a joke at something.
Hmm.
But it by itself, as an artificer, you can tell that the actual sconce itself is metallic, with a small orb that makes the flame appear in the center.
Ooh, so it is a projection.
Yes. The orb itself on the top of the sconce is what's giving it light.
Oh, Terry, calling out to Aster.
Yep.
I see you're fiddling with the sconce over there.
Yep.
What do you think is going on?
Either arcane fire reacting to ignite our base, or holograms? Probably holograms. Chandelier in the loading dock was an arcane chandelier, so.
Take a look. She
Take
gestures
a look.
to the sconce itself and like stands up on her tiptoes. If you can see, the sconce itself is metallic. Even though it looks wooden, it's got a... I think it's an illusion covering it. And if you look closely at the top of the sconce, you can see a little orb up there, within the fire. I think that's what's giving it light.
DM?
Mm-hmm.
Would Aster not have noticed an orb when he was putting in the oil rag?
You put it
Last
at
second.
the base, so no.
Ah, fair.
You put that oil-filled rag at the base, and you saw that the actual sconce itself took in the oil and left the rag untouched.
Awesome. Lubricant type beat. So...
It was just thirsty.
Don't say lubricant when I'm eating pasta. God damn you guys.
You know what I meant. So...
I know what you meant, but now I regret licking my lips.
Christ. So, Iris is gonna walk up to Helia as well. Lance seems busy.
Lance is going to try to open the door. It's fine.
Lance is doing a think thonk.
I walked into the light, into the darkness.
The spook.
The pits, TM.
And on the fourth day, they said, "Let there be light again."
Hello. How is everything going?
I mean, we haven't made it very far.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking, ideally, for the cockpit.
Oh, follow me. And Iris is gonna lead her as
Yes.
far as she can toward the cockpit.
Helia voice.
This is like over here. This area
Yeah.
is the doorway. It is lit up.
Oh, let's go through there.
Yeah, that's where we were headed, assuming that it was in fact that direction because it was lights on, you know?
Yeah. Up we get.
Blue hallway.
Whoop. Wow, that was far. My bad. My bad, slime.
Do not!
What is your problem?
Where did you learn that?
My bad, slime?
Yes!
Why do you want to know, weather boy?
Hey, Joe!
What's the issue, Tissue?
Awful.
Did you just call me a tissue? I prefer you just call me a slur at this point, okay?
No promises. Oh,
Negatory
What do you mean?
promises.
Ugh.
so, where do you think the cockpit's gonna end up, Chief?
It's not on this floor, and you know that much.
Oh shit, we gotta
Gotta
find
find the
the stairs.
Where are the stairs?
Where are the stairs, Chief? Iris fumbling around in the darkness trying to find the stairway.
Team Shorty's doing their best.
Literally. Oh, it looks like they might be up here. Am I correct?
You are correct in the sense that you see railings, but the stairs themselves ahead are so made of something so pitch dark black that it blends in with the floor itself, which is also void black. The only reason, the only reason you know it's staircase is because there's a railing leading upward in a spiral.
Okay. Well, I hope this works, and Iris is going to take a step onto the staircase.
Your foot hits solid matter. Whatever it is solid.
All right, up we go. If we have to go on all fours, we have to go on all fours. It'll help us see where the steps are.
Helia.
Yeah?
As she takes a step onto the first and second platforms, this entire hallway lights up.
Oh shit!
Spooky!
We got rooms. Everyone like, oh, hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, by the way, that's actually the Vanta Black floor.
Jesus.
Someone made a decision at some point, and we're judging them.
A little bit. Just a touch.
So, Lance and Aster, what are you doing while the ladies start to walk away and you hear basically electricity whir on?
Aster looks at Lance. Iris has got this. Helia is a good backup. So
Yeah.
about this door.
Got this.
Do we? We are normally not the most, and I don't mean to toot my own horn in the bad direction, but we ain't exactly the smart ones.
Helia called them Tweedledum and Tweedledee for a reason.
Oh, God.
She means it affectionately, but you know.
Hey, where the fuck is Tsubasa?
Tsubasa is with his family currently.
Oh, so he'll be back soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, are there any, is there a visible, keypad or lock on this door that can be manipulated?
What's your passive perception?
It is... 18.
You don't see any particular lock or keypad or anything else. It looks like a sturdy steel door. There's not even a, slit down the middle.
Oh, it's one of those doors you can't put a needle and thread through to get past.
Is there, a visible gap at the bottom?
Not that
Is
you
it
can
one of-
see.
Mm,
Not with your passive, at least.
can I roll?
Sure. Because that's what you do in a game like this. You roll to do things.
Can I roll an
Help action.
investigation?
A help action.
Sure,
Are you rolling
yeah.
investigation or perception?
Investigation. Feeling around the door for any signs of anything that could be used as an entrance. Anything that could potentially open up the door.
So, do you put your hand on the door?
Yes.
Oh my God.
What am I
Okay.
rolling? What am I rolling? What save am I rolling?
Roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. You idiots.
I knew it.
You said to my face that this is Zemnis's door. What do you expect is gonna happen?
21.
Nice.
Congratulations, you beat it by 1.
Oh.
So let's go.
And you feel the recoil of pure arcana as you place your hand on this door, as if it is trying to push you away by force. And you dig in your heels into this tile underneath you, and you push a little bit forward. But you just meet cold steel with that symbol on the front, as if you're trying to fight something that isn't really there. You feel the hum of pure magic.
Something tells me we're gonna need to look into that further later.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's Zemnis's door? Ren?
It's not Zemnis, it's whoever was signing the
Zemnis's
book.
book in magic.
Yes.
Ah.
Can I roll Arcana to determine what either what sort of Arcana is in this door's lock?
Go
If it
ahead,
can
go
be-
and roll Arcana.
Mm.
Go and
I
roll
believe.
Arcana.
I believe.
I believe in you.
I believe.
You do not believe.
What? This. All right, it's a decent roll. What does a 14 get me?
A 14 gets you that it is a school of magic, but you can't decipher which one it is.
I mean, I did. Well, don't ask me.
Can I try something?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Aster's gonna check with Lance. You get anything from it?
It sure is magic.
Alright. He's gonna scan the door.
What are you checking with scan?
Type of magic.
Abjuration.
Conjuration. You might also want to check.
Abjuration.
Oh, abjuration. You might also want to check whether it's an ally or an enemy.
Abjuration. Okay. I will here in a second. So, Aster's gonna look at Lance and go, it's abjuration. Abjuration magic. Do we trust this door?
Trust it. Probably not my smartest idea. Trust it.
Alright. Can I do a history check to see how you would handle abjuration magic? At
Sure.
This moment, no. Okay, cool.
Ren, I think that would be Arcana, actually.
Can it please be Arcana?
Sure.
It is magic you're dealing with, so.
Yeah. Also, I don't have beyond 20 up right now. I rolled a 5.
I have an idea.
I have a +4 in history, so that was a nat 1. But I can roll Arcana.
Sure. I'll say for the history check, you didn't go to school that day when they were talking about, anything of the arcane in terms of models that you were interested in.
Fair. Show me some lucky. 13. That's not gonna do much. 12 on the dice +1.
It could be any number of spells, wards, protection measures. Hell, it could be an alarm spell for all you know.
Probably best to leave it alone.
Wait, I have an idea.
Oh.
I'm going to cast Dimension Door.
You have to see where you're going.
Yeah.
No, it says a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction.
You don't know what's beyond the door.
I can state the distance and direction.
That's not quite enough.
Not how that works.
Nah, yeah. You need to have seen it before to give a proper recollection, or else it's just like, well, that's open-ended, so you're going to be sent to a random place.
Not to
Yeah.
mention, for all you know, you could dimension your door your ass into like the fucking bed or something.
Okay, so then what is the point of Dimension Door? What's the point of having it?
It's a teleportation spell to get you across a battlefield in record time, my dude.
A place you can see openly.
It states, like, okay.
Again,
Explain it to me then. Explain it to me. How would it work physically if you had the spell and you could not see beyond the door? You don't know what's beyond it. You don't know if anything is in front of the door blocking it.
Hold on, can you ping Dimension Door for me?
Yeah. That's the
Speech
speech
bubble.
bubble, right?
Oh, you can do the stating distance and direction. If you would arrive in a place already occupied by an object or a creature, you and any creature traveling with you each take 4d6 force damage, and the spell fails to teleport you. So you can do it, but if you run into something, you are fucked.
So do you want to?
I want to attempt it, yes.
Oh my god.
Aster's probably going to watch this and just go, is this a small idea?
They left us unsupervised. That's
Yeah, you
their
got a point
fault.
there.
I'd also say, you personally, this is my advice. You can do whatever you want, but my advice is to step right in front of the door so you're not like you teleport like 5 feet between the door and the
Yeah. So Lance is just gonna step straight up to the door and try to Dimension Door 10
Hold on.
feet into the room.
I'm gonna check something just in case because I have a feeling I know what the spell is. Let me
We'll
know.
find out.
I just want to make sure I know what's going on if the spell is what I think it is.
I'm also checking what it is.
I believe you have made a good idea.
Yay!
So you cast Dimension Door. You
Yep.
step up to the door, and you will yourself 10 feet, just simple 10 feet into the room.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happens.
Like it fails to teleport me, or just nothing happens? Like the spell fizzles out.
Are you still touching the door?
Yes.
Nothing happens.
Hmm.
So it's not glyph of warding.
Aster is staring at Lance, just like, you good?
I'm going to try something different this time.
All right. Can I try something first?
Go for it.
Aster's gonna kind of wave Lance just back up like a foot or two in case this is dumb. Breach position. Be away from the door's line of sight. It's gonna.
Oh.
Hold on. Nope. God damn it. Okay. Fucking son of a bitch doesn't want to work. I can't stand on line to this keyboard. I apologize.
No worries.
But Aster's gonna get right up to the door. He's going to kind of look it up and down. Lance, I imagine, has explained most of like all this going on.
Yes.
All right. He's going to lay a hand on the door. Dispel magic.
Nothing happens.
Well, wait. I just want to be certain. Because you said it is pure magic, so dispel magic could work depending on how high level the spell is.
I am casting it at 3rd level, which is one of my highest level at the. Oh, I have 4th level. God damn, this computer is shitty. Yeah,
no.
4th level. Ooh.
There's a reason for this. Nothing
All right.
happened.
Then he's going to do one more thing and just kind of tap the keypad, see if it's active.
There's no
There is none.
keypad.
Oh, what?
It is a solid steel door.
Oh. God damn it. Lance, I swear to God.
Yeah.
I think we
Can I
should give it a second.
Hold on. Can I push on the door?
You push on the door and nothing happens.
Okay.
Well, you-
I was gonna say, if it's just unlocked and we're this dumb.
What's up, Vernal?
Wouldn't he have to make a wisdom save for the... Sorry. I don't mean to be a rules lawyer. I'm just like, hey,
No.
guys.
No, you good. I can make a wisdom save.
Yeah, if you want to.
Sure.
Well, Lance had to, so I'm trying to...
No.
25.
Lance was trying to actively get into the room. He's just putting his hand on the door.
I did try to dispel the door, though. I got a 25 for wisdom save.
You're fine.
Sick.
Well-
Alright.
Aster's turned into Lance. I tried my stuff. You got any ideas?
And we're going to
Lance.
switch over to the others.
Thank God. Sorry, that's mean. I love you guys.
Towards the bottom.
Wogue. And there's a long hallway all lit up. Appears there's a room over here that we have yet to investigate. Follow me. It should be up us another floor or two. What do you think the boys are doing?
Well, hopefully not breaking anything or themselves. That's my ideal.
Yes, it would be nice if they were smart enough to do that.
They are most of the time.
Most of the time, which is not quite enough. How are you, Helia?
I'm fine. Why?
Yeah, it's been a while. We haven't gotten to talk much. I missed you.
I mean, I haven't been around the academy much, so she shrugs.
Fair enough. I think we come and go.
At this point, I'm only here if Sue texts me and goes, "Please come hang out with us."
Well, I suppose that's fair. You've got any particular reason why you're not interested in the academy? Iris is in the darkness. I just wanted to make sure there's nothing else over there. Wandering over to the doorway. Oh, there's not a doorway yet.
No, there's just, I believe, a glitch in the fog of war.
Oh.
He just goes, I mean, the academy was never my dream, and being here just reminds me of Valkyr, so...
I understand. It's hard to be in a place that reminds you of another world. Another person. I hope you can come back to your home soon. And she's clearly not talking about a location.
Yeah, Helia just shrugs and goes, that requires him coming home first, but I haven't figured out what to do to help that along yet.
Helia.
Yeah?
What is your passive insight?
My passive insight is 15. And by
Something's a
God, I
little-
wish you were asking for investigation, but, you know.
Well, are you actively investigating or just looking around?
I mean, looking around, but I believe the scope of looking around might fall under passive investigation, just given what's going on right now.
Right. So what's your investigation?
19.
On the left-hand side from where you are, there's a gentle breeze coming from underneath something.
So on this side,
Mm-hmm.
pause, squint, turns her head. I don't know, come here for a sec.
Right. Let's go. Oh.
What?
Well, that's a door.
Covered in the ship. Sorry, okay. I shouldn't make assumptions, but you know.
Is there a doorway over here?
Yes. It is locked.
Shit. Sorry. Give me a second.
I hear an alarm.
Damn it. Okay.
Now it's our turn to bully you guys with your locked door.
Okay. Is the door first of all, is the door locked or is there any magic surrounding it?
You do see an actual lock on the door. Like an actual, like, keyhole on the door.
Okay. Well, I suppose first you should try a keyblade. See if that yields any results. Is it too small for a keyblade or...
With both of your passive investigations, it looks like a regular key size.
Oh. Never mind then. Do you think we've got a key for it?
I mean, we haven't found any keys?
Well, let's make a mental note and come back later.
Helia.
Yeah.
Iris, what's your passive investigation?
My Iris's passive investigation is 18.
Both of you do notice from underneath this door that breeze. It feels natural in the sense that a druid's magic is natural.
Helia, out of curiosity, is going to kneel down and see if she can peek under the door.
Oh, good idea. Wait a minute. I just remembered something.
Mhm.
Carry on, but like...
Are you having
Helia.
a think thunk? Yeah.
You specifically see that there is a bunch of green underneath the door. Like, it looks like grass. Some patches look like buds of flowers.
Whoa.
But you can't see much more. It looks like it's gotten too tall.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So,
Sitting on the ground, doing a think thunk.
I'm going to use my thieves' tools to try and pick the lock. Gently, of course.
So you're taking your time?
Yes.
Roll sleight of hand with advantage.
Alrighty. We got a 27.
It takes you a good while. I'd say about 10-12 minutes of just figuring out where the tumblers are, figuring out like if it's going to react with magic, and when you realize that it's just a normal keyhole with a lock inside and a tumbler, it makes you a little bit more relaxed. But this isn't exactly your specific field of expertise as a rogue.
Mm-mm.
So while you're good at it, it's not where your specialty lies. But you do hear, after about 12 minutes, the slight click of the lock opening.
Ah, yes, the single-sided jiggler. A very important tool for any artificer and any rogue.
I'll take your word for it.
I don't know if you've ever seen that video of the guy with the lock pick, going, this is a single-sided jiggler. It unlocks every fucking lock in existence.
Lock picking guy.
Lock picking guy. Alright, we're gonna open the door.
You go to open the door, and it gets stuck.
Any particular reason why?
Grass.
Grass.
It is up to your waist.
Well, that's unfortunate. I do think we should investigate this, but perhaps we should come back later. As I said.
Alright. It's just, why is there grass inside of a ship? Is it like a functioning greenhouse, do you think? Or just a garden space?
That's entirely possible. Gummy ships are designed to be able to exist for long periods of time in space, even though that's not an ideal situation. So a gummy ship like this having a greenhouse, I wouldn't be surprised.
So where do you go next?
Continuing up the stairs, we're still looking for the cockpit.
You see a sconce light up on the wall.
Ooh, where?
Over here. It looks a little different from the other ones.
Intriguing.
It looks less like a holographic orb and more of a crystal.
Is it pick-upable?
Are you able to remove it from the wall, is what you're asking me?
And, is the crystal able to be lifted?
Make a perception check for me.
A full-on perception check? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Because as of your glancing about to see if you can remove it, it seems like it's fixed.
So, I hate to tell you, but we got a nat 20 here.
With your keen perception of being an inventor, this is a very familiar type of torch. It is magical in nature. It is powered by an old type of... Well, this one at least is powered by an old type of crystal that soon in creation led to synthetic light crystals. But this seems to be its raw form.
Oh.
It is removable, but it would take a couple minutes.
I feel like it would be wise to carry it with us just because, in the instance it needs, a more power, something needs more power. Because as much as it is attached to the wall, I think it was put there for a reason.
Well, we know it's here. We can come back for it.
That is true. All right. Well, we were going to come back anyway. Seems like a good idea. And off we go to the stairs.
You see another black staircase.
It's black staircase again. Let's go.
Someone... I don't know. I'm judging them, though.
Intriguing.
So the two chuckle fucks.
Which pair of chuckle fucks?
You called?
Are you guys headed up the staircase at all, or are you staying in the same spot?
Staying in the same spot because now I'm curious about this door because I have
My dude.
ideas that I think are gonna work.
My dude.
Don't my dude me. You hush.
Why not? You understand that it's not going to open until we fucking figure out what's making this ship work, right?
You never know.
I get that. Aster's distracted by a door.
Okay.
We'll get back to you in a little bit, okay?
I'm just being silly. I'm sorry.
No. There shakes both of them. We're gonna see how you react to this.
Okay.
That is the smallest staircase. Vanta Black was not the best idea for them.
No, mm-mm.
Someone's gonna trip.
Like I said, someone thinks they're funny.
Let's
Stares
go
directly into the camera.
Ren voice. No! Me? Never. It's interesting. The lights all flicked on last time I entered.
I mean, they do seem to be reacting to our presence, just in a more... makes a popping sound, Nope. The words have been absolutely eated.
Oh, that's terrible. You'll figure it out, I'm sure.
Yep.
Eventually, once we're out of the ship, obviously.
Like, I want to say instanced, but that's not quite right,
It seems they're flickering on as we approach, as opposed to when we hit the next floor.
Yeah.
I understood what you meant.
Situationally? No. God, why are there so many words for, very similar instances, Iris? This is so stupid.
English is a fuck. We know this already.
Sure is.
I love the friendship these two have. Oh, this is just entirely dark. Interesting. We are pushing on. Because I know the cockpit was a straight shot up the stairs, as I recall.
Mm-hmm.
It's spooky.
Oh, here we go. We're almost there.
Door. Yay!
You do actually see a normal staircase this time.
Oh, fascinating. It's not black as fuck. Don't take that out of context, please.
Pokes it. So do you think they were only allowed to pull off the same joke so many times, or is this for a reason?
I mean, it's a gummy ship. I'm sure it's for a reason. I mean, we can hope, right?
Almost looks like there's a doorway right there, but I can't quite tell.
Well, I can go check. What we got?
I was on a different layer. Apologies.
I see. You were
It
prepared for us
happens.
to just go.
We will go in a moment, you see.
There is a doorway. I think. Is that a doorway, Ren?
Yes.
Is it open?
It looks like it's closed. It doesn't have a keyhole or a keypad, but it does have a break down the middle.
I'm gonna push it. Very gently. We're testing the waters here.
It kind of gives for a second, but you hear the groan of metal trying to respond basically in the same manner of something is on either power off or powered down. And this is one of the things that no longer has power. So even if it did or would open, it can't.
Okay. We'll come back once we've restored power to this ship. It seems like it's not quite working yet.
Most of the ship seems to be half on or completely off, so that makes sense.
Yes. We finally made it to the final floor!
Who built this place? A fitness instructor?
God, I wish. Alright.
I'm highlighting all the areas because I realized I made it in a specific way.
Ah.
Did a thing, TM.
Mm-hmm.
Turn off that fog of war, man. It's really getting on my nerves. It's like a Fire Emblem map that hates you.
Or civilization map.
Crying. In old Fire Emblem games, it would just look like this, like, black set of, like, just, like, wall-to-wall, just squares.
Civ has hexagons, but it's the same idea.
Mm.
Would you like to see where you're going? Sucks to be you.
Fuck you. Yeah. Oh, it looks like the cockpit's through that door. Awesome.
The big shiny
blue door.
Big shiny blue door.
Where else would it go?
Yeah, there does appear to be other doors, but that seems to be the biggest and most important door.
Yes. Come here.
I'm coming. Much like you understand I have short little legs, but I don't. You're a lot faster, and I don't understand why.
I run really fast.
Yes.
Oh?
Iris and Helia, you walk up to what you assume is the cockpit door, and you see that it is a swirling cloud. It seems to be magical in nature. I will give you that much.
Iris is gonna try the first thing she did when she arrived and go, "Hello, gummy ship. I am bringing a friend with me this time. We want to see if we can figure out how to power you on."
Roll persuasion for me.
Yes! Nice! Can I get the help action, Helia?
Sure.
What do you say to help?
Oh, yes.
Just yes, if you could let us in, please. I'd really like to help fix you up if that's all right.
Go ahead.
So that's advantage question mark?
Yes.
Alrighty.
You get... It's not words. It's more like the lanterns hanging above you shake and tremble and flicker, as if to say only one.
And I know I couldn't turn the ship on last time.
Make an insight check, both of you.
Okay.
Yes, against the ship.
Yes, against the ship.
I did a good job. Let's see how Helia does.
Knowing my rolls? Oh, not bad
Hey!
tonight, actually.
Where the initial inflection of the way that everything was moving, kind of the manner of implying some sort of intimidation, it feels more like the ship or whatever is being housed within it to give it some sort of, as Iris said, sentience or sapience. It is scared and confused. It is not only one, it is, why are there more?
Oh. Let me see if I can work with this, said gently to Helia. Only one, you say? I promise you that I brought more on not just because I wanted to hurt things, but because I trust these people to be able to work with you when the time is right. And the time isn't right yet, but we think we can make it that way. Helia, what do you think?
About what?
Whether the ship can trust us.
I mean, I'd like to think it can. We do want to help.
Aster and Lance are just picky little people. They get stuck on little details.
And we don't?
We get stuck on different details. And she's smiling softly. But we do really wish to help.
You do see the almost cloud-like film over the entranceway to the door that is making the cockpit obscured. Stutter like a glitched frame. And then it falls into mist at the floor and you can see inside.
Oh.
Iris, this is different from the last time you were in here.
Oh?
Yes, there was the main hub at the back, and yes, there was a couple of the seats. But there was no navigation table, no chest, certainly not an open one with things in it, no lights, no nothing, not even a blackboard. This is something else.
This is the cockpit, yes?
Yes.
Intriguing. We should be careful going in. I'd like you to go first.
All right. Helios. Look, as long as I don't fall over or break anything, I think we're going to be fine. I hope.
Iris waits for any permission to be revoked before stepping through.
You do hear sort of like an electrical query almost. It isn't a revoke so much as it is a curiosity. A sort of, do I know you?
I was here before.
As Helia steps inside.
Oh, interesting.
I had to. What is going on? Stop that computer.
Be kind. I think it's curious.
Oh no, that was me out loud at my own computer in real life.
Carry on.
This is peeking at the map table, as I assume this is like a map of some sort.
There's various little unlabeled dots scattered across the like slightly more gray than black table. Like, it is one of those things of, you see the bunch of dots, they're not labeled with anything, and they seem to be glowing on and off. As if on rest mode of some kind.
We'll assume this is another thing currently in low power.
I think so. Let's go to the navigation tables. We might get a sign of life from there.
We can try. Wow, computer, please get it together.
Oh dear.
It'll be fine, it just needs a minute. She's doing her best.
Oh dear. So, Iris is standing in front of the doorway. Or the computer and waiting patiently. Do any lights flicker on?
There's that electrical hum again as you step up to it, as if responding to you, but it does not turn on. So the same thing happens to you, Helia. You hear the electrical hum as if getting close to turning on, but it doesn't.
Do you think we ought to work together?
Might help. Maybe the screen at the front? That could be the main interface.
You might be right. Let's go. She's gonna stand right here. Or, right there. I can't put the half on for some reason, so
Yeah, you gotta be holding Alt when you let go.
Oh. You're right. Okay. They're gonna stand together. We'll put a hand on the console at the same time. Ready?
Alright.
3, 2, 1.
Do you place your hands on the console at the same time?
Yes, that's what we suggested.
All right. Sometimes D&D players do whack shit at the last minute, okay?
That's fair.
So you place your hand on the console, which currently is, you know, it's low power because there's like a screensaver essentially racing across the console screen.
The fucking DVD logo, and it sometimes bounces up the corner and we cheer.
No. It's doing the grid lines. One of the old
Ooh.
like Windows Vista kind of thing.
Oh,
The
that's fun.
tasties.
Mm-hmm. And when you place your hand on the console, it doesn't jolt to life. It whirs a little louder for a second.
Hmm.
Then you both hear from somewhere in the room a young girl's voice.
Hello?
Yes.
Scanning.
Yes. Sorry,
Scanning.
I'm excited.
I'm sorry.
Scanning.
Just you hear a small girl's voice, and then Iris's deep voice going, "Hello."
That was out of character.
I know, but it was perfectly timed on my end.
God, okay. Yes, we're waiting for the scan to complete.
You feel a hum of magic course through both of you,
Oh.
and you hear scan complete. Initiating takeover protocol.
Takeover?
And all the screens go red.
What? Huh?
Give it a minute. Red doesn't automatically mean bad. If I have to mitigate both your and Aster's paranoia today, I will do so.
Okay. I trust you.
I trust me too, and I don't think the ship would have let us get this far if it thought we were a threat, you know?
I suppose.
And initiating takeover protocol, maybe. I don't know. I'm throwing spaghetti at the wall here, Iris.
We'll find out, I suppose. Be
As
patient.
you're talking, the bright neon red screens around the room fade into a sort of almost magenta color.
Purple's
And then,
good, I think.
and then you hear that voice again. Mana recognized. Mana unrecognized.
You mind telling us which one?
Helia's hand lights up.
Meaning as...
Recognized.
Oh. Mana unrecognized.
I don't have an explanation for you, Iris. I wish I did.
Give me a second. And Iris decides to enter a voice command because that clearly works at least a little bit. How do I recognize this mana? Or how do I help you recognize my signature, rather?
Only the captain can enter a new command.
Helia?
Who's the captain then?
There's a pause that is accentuated with a sort of electricity in the air. Captain Itsuki.
Do we know an Itsuki?
You do
In
not.
character, no. Out of character, yeah. Anyways, I'm good. I'm fine.
Can I get an out of character briefing?
points at Cherry.
Itsuki is basically one of the poly for King, Laith, Zemnis, and Itsuki.
Oh. Itsuki.
In character, this is not something that you know. It doesn't. Is it a foreign name?
Yeah. I'm afraid I don't know who that's speaking of. What do I do?
Helia puffs up her cheek and goes, "Where is Captain Itsuki?" Looks at Iris and like kind of half shrugs, like, "I don't know."
You feel surprisingly the tilt of something tilting its head through
Just
the
no.
mana. Just no. It's more of a tilt of curiosity.
Hmm.
Both of you feel behind you something more to life.
The
The
map
math
table?
table. Oh my god!
Same brain cell!
Let's go. Holy shit. That's so good. That's so good. Jesus.
Are you good, Helia?
Yeah, Helia's keeping her hand on the console and is trusting Iris to tell her what she sees.
Got it.
So, Iris, as you take your hand off the console and rush over, nothing happens for you. Helia, you feel a sudden jolt of intensified magic, as if the shared connection is suddenly all on you.
Helia, quietly, "Oh, that was weird."
Iris,
Yes.
you start to rush over, and by the time you reach the edge of the table, it's not the map that's lit up. It's basically a globe. But inside the globe, you swear you see a shape of a small girl.
Oh. Oh. Hello.
You see the head of the girl tilt, as if listening.
Iris curtsies. My name is Iris Holmes. We were granted permission to investigate this gummy ship. And you would like to transfer the captain role. Is there a way we can do that?
You hear the whirring get louder and louder as the room starts to almost electrify with energy. Not in a bad way, but in the sense that everything is starting to turn on,
Oh.
at least in this room.
Oh. Okay.
And you see this little girl curled up into a small, tight, almost fetal position ball in this globe in the center of the table. Just there's a small pop as there's a small, not even your height little girl with lilac hair, pale skin, and lilac eyes in a bright white dress. And she kind of gently floats down onto the table and doesn't seem to disturb it. And goes, "Hello, I
Hello.
am..." What was my designation again? It has been a long time since I have been awake. Accessing black box.
My god, I'm so autistic about this.
Ship say aye, ship say aye.
Black box not found.
Not found.
Correction. Black box found. Black box damaged.
Can you remind me what a black box is out of character? Iris would know, but
It is basically where all of the quote-unquote memories and designations and codes and passwords and everything are for a ship, plane, or other mechanical engineering.
okay. Damaged? In what way, do you know?
Altered. The last protocol to be enacted damaged the black box.
I see. Iris pauses. Do you think there's a way to fix it?
Maybe. Excuse me, where are my manners? And she does a similar curtsy to you,
Oh my god.
So cute.
and puts her hands in front of her chest with a small smile that looks a little bit awkward in that stilted AI kind of way.
Right.
Of she's trying to mimic human behavior, but it's only what she's seen.
Right.
And she goes, I am the automatic navigation assistant.
I see.
I believe my last captain called me Anna.
I was
AMA.
about
That
to
makes
say
sense.
Yeah, I was about to say that! Oh my god! Anna, then.
Iris and Helia truly share a brain cell right now.
It's great. Yes. Anna, then. It is a pleasure to meet you. I think there is a potentiality if we enter new data into the black box, we might be able to restore you to your full function. Would you be willing to try that?
She steps forward out of the air and onto the actual table.
Iris takes a respectful step back.
And she gives a smile, a sort of thankful, you're doing okay kind of smile.
Reassuring.
And
Way.
yeah. And steps down off of the table in that kind of graceful, not leap, but kind of jolt downward.
I jump.
Yeah. And just, I believe, and she dusts herself off as if she has any dust on her. It's more like she's acting as if she is just waking up like a normal person would.
Yeah.
And she goes, perhaps. Do you have access to the captain's keys?
The captain's keys. Do I?
You do not.
Not as I
We
am.
have- Helio just quietly, we have one key, and then so far it's only unlocked the front door.
Oh. Would they be in that box over there?
She looks around for a moment and frowns. Where are the others?
What others?
The other co-captains and co-pilots.
Well, this ship has been inactive for a very long time. There's no telling where the last people you've met were.
I can still sense the captain's presence. It is not on the ship anymore. Strange.
I see. Iris is thinking very much. Taking in all of this information.
Just kind of sidesteps you and casually walks forward.
Iris is gonna go take the load off of Helia for a second.
Oh, Helia is totally fine.
Still, shared connection will be easier to maintain than...
You see this little girl step up behind the main front chair, glitch for a second, and step through it. as she steps up to the main console and reaches out and places her hand against it. And you see every light in the room, every monitor, every console, every table, every chair lights up a bright lilac. And she says, "Takeover protocol inactive. Captain's friends." And you see the red dim into a sort of pale bluish lilac. "Apologies. I do a little bit of silly things when I am sleepy."
No
Don't think either of us were really going to blame you for any of it.
There is no harm done.
"I believe if you wish to transfer ownership of this vessel, of me, into another name, you would need to..." And she stops.
Are
"What
you
are
alright?
your friends doing?"
What are our friends doing? Great question.
Oh no.
"They are struggling to access the co-pilot's room in the cargo bay."
I see.
The spooky locked door with the...
They
Helia
can't-
puffs out her cheeks as she thinks about what Lance said when they were talking about it. Something about Zemnis and a symbol she saw in his book. He saw... God damn it! Too many people involved in that sentence. Give me a sec.
Take your time.
Yeah, something about Zemnis and a symbol he saw in his book, she says to Iris. And also Anna, yeah.
I have no idea.
What was the question?
Basically asking about the co-pilot's room, whether it belonged to Zemnis or not, basically.
And half explaining to Iris why the kids were so invested in the door in the first place.
Yeah.
Captain Itsuki, at the request of co-pilot Zemnis Tenamar, made sure that his room was inaccessible to anybody who did not have either the permissions installed or the captain's quarters keys.
I see.
So your
No.
friends are, for lack of a better term, fighting an uphill battle.
I mean,
Nice.
they probably won't stop unless we ask them, tell them to stop, because it's fruitless for the time being, but as long as
Or
they're
I
not
can
hurting
bring them
themselves
here.
or the ship.
Sorry.
Would you like to bring them here? I can teleport them up here.
Pause. Yeah, sure.
I think this would be quite convenient. Thank you.
Iris, what you see is a slight knife cat at Iris.
Yeah.
Like,
Very well.
Hee-hoo.
And she blinks, and both of you are in the back of the room.
Oh. Oh, them.
I want
those.
you blinks, and we're where?
In the back of the room near the door.
Want to set the scene that Iris and Helia probably see, and it's just so much dumbassery. It is Aster following through with his foot and then just immediately eating shit. Oh, there goes my one day.
Aster, where are your brain cells? God damn.
The door. Okay, look, it's not our fault. The door was more complicated than we expected.
Well, yes.
Well,
we know
actually,
why,
no.
but
The door wasn't complicated. It was a room that was complicated. The door was kinder. Oh, hey, who's the new person?
Like a child.
that's Anna. She's the ship's AI.
Oh, cool.
Please stop trying to access things that do not belong to you.
Alright.
Well, you know what they say, curiosity killed the cat.
Instead,
But all right.
Captain brought it back. But not this time. You do not have 9 lives.
I don't even have 2 lives, so I am going to do the smart thing and shut up now.
Incorrect.
What do you mean?
Party.
incorrect?
She tilts her head. You are the magical descendant, correct, of Ephemer.
Do I have that, like... Last turns toward Aster. Do I have something, like, just branded into my forehead or something?
Hey, I'd much prefer you get called out right now than I do.
She's so small, like she's 4'5".
Oh, she's little.
And she's gonna murder us.
You are
Stop being paranoid.
you are Ephemer's chosen, correct? The masters? My creators?
Floating question mark.
Blink, blink, blink.
Is this something we should note, or is this just something that will come up occasionally?
It may have come up once or twice.
Hmm.
Absent-mindedly ruffling. They're trying to ruffle the hair of the child.
That is a hologram, as you find out. You just kind of reach out to Pat, and your hand kind of phases through her, and she goes, I would not do that again if I were you. I do not have the power structure currently without my black box to be physical.
Where's the last known recorded place of your black box?
Oh, Iris calls. It's been altered and damaged. We'll need some special permissions to fix it up.
Last known recorded area, captain's quarters.
And that explains it.
Anybody got a locate object spell on them?
Wait, so who is the captain? Who
Itsuki.
was?
Someone named it Itsuki?
Itsuki, yeah.
Itsuki.
I also,
name
in
sounds-
fact, I do have locate object, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, but that's not how it works, unfortunately.
We can figure that out.
Would it be a recognizable name to me? Or still no? Or would I have to roll history for that?
Oh.
The fuck was that?
Wait, I think I see something. It can locate the nearest object of a particular kind. So we can figure out whether the captain's keys are nearby via asking asking Anna for a description of the key and then requesting that for the spell.
I'll just... I see we both had the same thought there.
Let's see. Do you mind if I cast a spell in here?
Which one?
Locate object. I'll need a description of the keys.
Why would you do that? The captain's quarters are just down the hall.
Oh, and we can enter without obstruction?
I can attempt to lower the barricade, yes.
All right. Well, let's go then.
Just one favor.
Favor? What can we do for you?
Could you water the flowers?
The flowers?
Flowers.
Itsuki always did love rose bushes. Said that they were romantic.
I see.
Aster holds up his hand. Dips, please.
Very well. She's
Oh, hey,
grinning.
Aster, you'll enjoy this. I think there's a whole garden on the next level down.
There is. Like, I'm gonna go clean the garden. Bye! And he rushes off.
Ooh, okay.
Well,
And then you all know whenever he gets to the door because he opens this door right here and is like, "Why is it all black? Whose design choice was this?
I'll leave it.
That's black is not a floor option. Who let them cook? They burnt the food."
Oh God. I admit I am feeling a little bit dizzy. If I can step out for a bit, that would be appreciated. Helia, take over for me, I guess.
Thumbs up. I got this, bestie.
And Ren, you can roll for Iris if need be.
Yep.
Alright. Peace out. Sorry.
So what do you guys do?
I suppose.
I will say, Anna, the automatic navigation assistant, is staring through the doorway to the cockpit to where Aster is complaining about the floor choice and goes, "The stairs are kind of not important. It's a teleportation device."
Oh. Wait, why do you have stairs and a teleportation device?
Apparently, it was a good April Fool's joke.
So I was right.
And we'll see him look completely dead inside for a moment and go, "Yeah, that's actually pretty banging of a joke." And then step into the room.
And you're teleported one layer down.
Helia pauses beside it and goes, Are you stuck in the cockpit for now?
For the time being, without my black box or a proper power source, I am unable to leave the area of my designation, the cockpit. I am a navigation assistant, after all.
Mm-hmm.
And she does step away from the door.
And which direction is the captain's quarters?
When you leave this room, you will take a left, and then you will see a door down below.
Thanks, Anna. I'm sure we'll manage to get your black box and stuff all fixed. You coming, Lance?
How hard could it be?
How hard can it be to repair ancient tech? Let me take a guess.
I mean, okay, don't burst the bubble so quickly.
I am not bursting a bubble. I'm just saying it's probably going to take at least a bit.
Nothing worth doing is ever quick.
I mean, some things worth doing are quick, but yes, I see your point.
Comment Lance wanted to make just then. I'm going to kill him.
Someone needs to get out of the gutter, goddammit.
Yes.
So what are you guys doing? I will clarify, she did mean down literally on the map.
Oh.
Oh, down here?
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay, then that's on me. I'm directionally challenged.
You are, and I love you anyway.
Thanks. Thanks, sweetie.
You're free to explore at your own leisure. I'm just telling you that's what she meant.
Yeah. That's why that keeps happening. Got it. Come here. Cast to see if
So-
the door will open.
You see that it's kind of a weird door to be on a gummy ship. And when you approach it, it looks like a one part of one of those big cathedral doors, but smaller.
Stares at the door, glances at Lex. Lance. I'm
Nice.
having trouble today. And gives
Nice.
him a look of why are people like this?
Are you gonna knock?
I don't think anyone's in there, but sure. We'll reach up and knock twice on the door before trying to open it.
It doesn't open, but you do hear the reverberation inside of an empty room.
Does it sound like there's anything? Did you get a response?
It sure does sound like a door when I knock on it.
So no one's in there?
As far as I can tell, I don't think anyone's on the ship aside from us.
You hear the whir of electricity again as the door lights up with a pale lilac around the edges. And there's a click, and the door that looked completely solid and completely wooden opens down the middle and opens inward.
Yeah, calls over her shoulder towards the cockpit. Thank you, Anna.
You do not get a response.
She might not get a response, but it's the
Interesting choice of floor.
I'm judging Itsuki right now. Anyways, no, I
It's
still
a
can't
very
remember the word
distinct
I
cut for
want.
you.
Fancy room, eh?
It sure is a room.
Yep. So, if you were keys, where would you hide? Okay.
Well, is it an act? Would it be an actual key?
Or a key card is the question, yes. Based on what we can see, what are some of the furnitures in this room?
You immediately, as you walk in, you smell flowers. You smell roses and petunias and begonias and all these different types of flowers near the door. And it's kind of an assault on your senses of like, whoa, okay, all right.
They smell
You have to
fresh?
read. Yes.
Why?
And you see to the other side, away from the pots of flowers and plants and stuff like that, you see a couple of monitors that turn on when you walk in, but it's a completely blank screen. You do see a couple of couches, a TV stand, and a TV that is black on the screen. You see a bed, a hanging chandelier that is eerily familiar to one you saw before. And you see a rather odd set of tables, kind of pushed together almost, in the back of the room, made for more people than you think should ever have been on this ship. Though there were a couple of places that you know, with how big this frigate is, that you have not explored.
Yeah.
And in the back, you see a very, very large, very, very protected, and very, very display case-esque wine rack.
Ooh.
Do not.
And over here is kind of like a almost a planning table. You don't see any papers, you don't see any like utensils or pens or pencils or anything, but it does look like a kind of futuristic planning table.
So we
Well, when in
assume.
doubt, check underneath the couch cushions. Who knows?
I mean, if you want to start there in the TV, Helia's going to poke around the flower pots, and she doesn't have anything to water them right now, but like they said they would.
You have a water spell.
I was about
Basic,
to
at
say.
least.
Oh right, I really think about it.
It's like super, super basic. You can basically like do a like fine mist if you wanted to, but it would be like misting it. Yeah.
Yeah, misting the flowers seems appropriate.
Mm-hmm. So you mist the flowers with a water spell. You do it like twice just in case like it's been a long time since they've had any water. But they do smell fresh, so do you do it once or twice?
Once with the note of we're going to come back here so she can check on the flowers again, and they seem all right.
Mm-hmm. Lance, what are you doing?
Exactly what he said he would. Check underneath the couch cushions. When in doubt, that's the first place to check for lost things.
You find an empty container. It's kind of red.
Does it have any noticeable like logos? Is it like King North's Coca-Cola?
No, it says peppermint on it.
Just peppermint?
It looks purposefully indiscreet. Is this really going over you guys' heads?
Listen, I I don't want to talk about it.
I'm like, unless it's drugs, I got nothing.
I'd be drugs.
Wow.
No, it's lube. No, it's lube, you dipshits.
Oh,
I knew what it was, but I just wanted to be mean.
I can tell Nea's never seen one of those containers before now.
See, when you said container, I thought like for some reason my mind went to like a can of soda.
And then I
Well-
said indiscreet logo.
It's
Yeah.
so little, my man.
We have established
Oh,
that Nia
honey,
is a
that's-
sweet, innocent summer child.
Okay, can we move on?
Yeah, okay, we can move on. We can continue
I'm
investigating the
mortified
room.
that Jackie didn't pick up on that.
Jackie's not home right now.
There.
She's somewhere.
So you've found presumably an empty container of lube.
Gonna put that back where you found it. Not gonna even deign that with a response. And then there's drawers on this like
Multiple. Helia, what are you doing?
She is now investigating the table because, they are looking for keys of some sort, so.
Make an investigation check for me.
Investigation. Don't fail me now.
You know that joke about when people are rushing out the door, the first place they lose their anything is on the last place they were at?
Yeah.
You step over to the planning table, and there is very clearly a small, like, rectangular with rounded edges keycard that simply reads Itsuki on the lower left.
Flips it around and goes, I would assume this is the keys? The key?
Do you look on the back?
Yeah.
In fine print with your 22, you do see a note engraved onto it that simply reads, in kind of glowing letters, Amadeus, do not touch.
Okay then.
You do also notice a small, like, insignia on like the top middle on the back that
Ah.
looks kind of like a champagne glass.
Squints at it. I'm sure that means something to someone.
What means something? Did you find something?
I think I found the key card.
Good. We can try that then.
So I have information now.
Hmm?
Amadeus, that was the name we found for the Black King, right?
I believe so, yes. Why?
Same names on this card. It says, it says Itsuki on one side, and then on the other side is telling Amadeus to not touch it.
I'm sure it's a common name.
Deadpan look at Lance like, bro, are you serious?
The smuggest knife cat grin back.
What do you guys do?
Well, let's get going. I didn't find anything over here.
Query for the DM because the information has fallen out of my brain. Were we told that the black box was also in here?
Correct.
Yeah, Helia stares at Lance for a second. We gotta find the black box first. Come on.
Okay. If I were a black box, where would I be hiding? I'm not checking under the couch cushions anymore.
Why?
I didn't find anything interesting under there. It was pointless.
Audible squinting at Lance.
Can I roll?
Sure, you can roll deception if you want.
Lance does not have a good poker face. I'll say that much.
Doesn't even meet her passive insight, so she's like, I doubt that, but I'm choosing not to press you.
No, it's because Lance wants Killian to press him. Anyway.
You shut the fuck? You're out.
Anyway, moving on.
So was there anything else on the table, or just the Wiggles keycard?
Just the key card.
Alright, do you want to check the table, the bed, or the wine rack? Actually, I don't. You were too eager about the wine rack. I don't think you should check that.
I was not too eager. I was vaguely interested.
So Helia, are you checking the bed?
Yeah, just like things get knocked under beds and placed under pillows all the time. Why not?
You have a 19, right?
19 for passive investigation, yes.
It's a very, very nice, well-made bed. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Ugh.
The amount of pillows, though, perhaps insinuates that the bed was probably less a bed and more of a gathering spot.
The cuddles that happened on this bed, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Pats a
But
pillow
otherwise,
before.
but otherwise, it is completely normal.
Pats a pillow before moving on, just like, okay then.
Would the
Lance,
black
what are you
box,
doing?
would the black box give off any like magical signature?
Would it? Do you want to try something?
Yes. Detect magic.
Hey, Lance,
Yeah.
make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Hell yeah.
It's
Hell
just a little bit of a flashbang. It's okay. You've been through worse.
This whole
This
shit.
entire this entire ship, this entire room specifically is magical. You cannot discern much of anything.
See, that's why I hadn't used detect magic, because I was like, you already determined that the lights run on magic. Do I want to give Helia a migraine? No.
See, I figured it was a bad idea. However, I had to try.
Yeah, understandable.
So they're just gonna slowly fumble towards the cabinet. Try to
You can
blink
just-
away.
Yeah, I was about to say, you can just stop concentrating on that. It's okay.
Yeah, he stops concentrating like immediately at the flashbang, but that doesn't stop the spot when you blink.
Yep, I get it. So Helia, you walk up to the wine rack that is severely protected, severely guarded, glass reinforced, everything.
Yeah, no touching, just looking.
You see a key slot.
Looks at the key and that she picked up, looks at the slot. Would it work?
It's about the same size.
Eh, she'll try it. Why not? Worst that happens is nothing.
hear, like, both of you hear several locks come undone. Just a and then a hiss of clockwork. Or rather, it'd be like steamwork clock parts kind of thing. You know what
Yeah.
I mean, though. And you see it looked like a wine rack before, and it perhaps still is, but where in the middle, where there seemed to be a flawless, like, reinforced glass, it splits open and swings, like, towards you as if to open on command. Do you step back?
Is if it looks like it's going to bonk into her, yes. Like,
Yes.
no getting bonked.
It is big. It is, like, about 10 feet tall.
He'll hear voice. Oh, I don't want to get squished today, man.
So you step back as the 10-foot tall, about 3 or 4, maybe even 5-foot wide, 2 inches thick glass doors open. And inside, you see a couple of odd things. One, it is mostly empty. What is there is a small, honestly, just a black box. But the odd thing is that it looks severely damaged. Like it was put through hell and back in the middle of a fight, and it barely got out of it alive. And there is a small shimmer and pulse of some sort of magic that you can openly see that you're pretty sure is keeping it from falling apart.
Oh boy.
The
Helia.
other things you see are a staff made out of ivory and ebony with a crystal in the center of a shepherd's crook end, and a straight up gun. Like, I'm talking fucking rifle kind of gun. Every other slot in this area seems to be removed or otherwise misplaced or not there.
Took some of the stuff and left the rest of it behind, perhaps? And in case she calls over her shoulder, Lance, I think I might need a hand over here.
With what do you need?
Well, I'm pretty sure I found the black box. And that's where the good news ends.
Oh boy. You couldn't have told me the bad news first?
Well, I mean, you're going to see the bad news when you get over here.
Debatable, but okay.
No, there's no debate. This is pretty cut and dry fact. But thank you. Also, don't touch anything when you get over here.
Why would I?
Please.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's why. That's why.
Just one touch thing? Just
No touch thing for the moment. See, my concern right now is, and she'll gesture to the black box, that moving the black box might damage it further.
I have an idea. I wonder if I can. Well, because Ephemera still can communicate mentally, just not like possessing me, right?
Yeah, Strelitzia did say they figured out how that happened and they weren't going to do it anymore.
So what if... Master Ephemer, can you still just talking out loud into the air as if he'll actually get a response?
You never
Oh.
know.
I mean, you do never know.
Roll a persuasion check for me.
I believe.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Hey,
You called out of like, Master Ephemer, are you there? Do I have to do a ritual? How does this work? And there's a staticky kind of silence in the back of your head for a second. And then there's, huh? What can I do for you, kiddo?
so there's this black box. That we believe belongs to someone from that the black well, it's a long story. Can you help us move this without it falling apart?
Move what?
This black box. Actually, do I need to be asleep for you to possess me? Just temporarily?
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay. Is there a spell or a ritual or something I need to drink so that you can like see through my eyes temporarily?
There's a heavy sigh.
I don't know how this works.
Hold out your hand. Both of
Which
you.
hand?
Your dominant one, if you prefer.
I'm gonna hold out both hands.
Helia, you hear Strelitzia. I don't know what your friend has done, but I think my friend here is 1,000 yard staring, as you would put it.
We're experiencing technical difficulties, and Lance apparently thought to ask Ephemer for help.
I noticed. Something about a black box?
Yes, the black box for a ship that we believe dates back to Scala.
Well, if that's the case, even the most damaged of black boxes will be able to withstand a lot of hefty damages. It would take a
Yeah,
lot to actually make it fall apart.
Yeah, it looks like it took a lot, and from what I can tell, there's a spell around it, and that might be the only thing keeping it together right now.
Oh, that means someone tried to get a hold of the AI. Do you know what the ship name is?
No, it was dark in the bay when we came in, and Anna doesn't appear to have
Anna?
all of her memory. Anna.
It
You
belong-
feel the tilt of a head.
Anna,
That is-
ANA, you know? And
That's what Itsuki calls his ship AI.
oh, well, that makes this really easy. This is Itsuki's ship.
Ah, then you're free to move that. I believe it should withstand quite a bit. All you have to do is get it back to Anna without it falling apart. I believe you would have about 5 minutes to do so.
We're in his quarters, and the cockpit's just down the hall, so that should be fine.
You just need to get it to her. Then she will be able to repair the damages herself.
Lance just still standing here with his arms out.
Helia just turns around and briefly high fives him because he's asking for it at this point.
Perhaps you should ask the descendant of Master Lorium. That one would be able to repair it without any problem.
What?
The descendant of Master Lorium.
Be more specific.
I believe he said the name was Tsubasa.
Tsubasa's not here. He's with his family right now, and how would
I
he be able
see.
to fix it?
Oh, by tapping into our source of power. It's a little complicated, but it works in a pinch.
Oh, I would give so much money for something to not be complicated, but okay.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
It kind of is, but we'll move on from that. Just pick it up and return it to its owner.
Alright. Can do.
And you feel
Thank
that
you.
staticky, like, connection waver and then fizzle.
Yay.
So can I put my hands down now? Helia?
Probably. Strizia says we should be able to just move it.
Oh. Just... Okay.
Yeah, we've
Is-
got to get it to Anna fairly quickly, but it should be able to handle us walking to the cockpit.
Okay.
I will say I am also getting a little tired, so
Hmm.
do you return it to Anna?
Yeah.
So go ahead and move over to the cockpit.
Oop, I zoomed out too far, I think. Where's the map? Where did the map go?
Use the slider, ding dong.
It was not showing up.
I worry about you.
I worry about me too.
So you hand over this small, damaged little box to Anna, who surprisingly is able to hold it with relative ease. And she goes, "Oh, this is more damaged than I had presumed." And she sounds almost sad. It's like a mimicry of what she thinks she should feel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, "Thank you. I will set to repair this. If you do not mind, I would like to keep one of you in the cockpit to help me in case something goes wrong.
Sure,
Do you
that's
mind
fine.
do you mind if I keep the pink-haired one? The one who
That-
first showed up?"
That's Iris, and sure, as long as she's alright with it.
She has been talking to me this entire time.
Yeah, that's what she does.
Thank you. Please go check up on your friend. I believe he is in Leif's room. I will turn on the power. Please do not be in any rooms while this is happening. Otherwise, you may get caught in the middle of a summoning.
Summoning?
Yes, I have hidden all materials unrelated to the processing power of the ship, including beds, artifacts, chairs, stools, anything, really.
So, we don't want to be standing where the furniture is about to be, is what I'm hearing.
Correct. Please go retrieve your friend, or at least pull him out of a room.
We'll get them in back into the hallway. Thanks for the heads up, Anna.
I'm admittedly a little bit morbidly curious.
You don't want to get bisected, Lance. Come on.
Fine. Fine.
And as you go to head out to get Aster, you start to see the ships start to power on. Things starting to appear, at least on this floor, as the magic of Anna and her AI processing for this ship starts to turn everything on, including all of the lights. And I think that's a good place to
Yay!
end.
Yay.
So I'm good to pause to stop the recording.
Yep.